We have 8 remarkable hospitals around the world where we strive to provide the highest standard of care for children with a range of disabilities. It's a perfect platform in order to share our faith and to tell people about the gospel. And the treatment that we offer these children ranges from orthopedic for children with untreated club foot or bow legs with dislocated hips, to those who have neurosurgical problems such as hydrocephalus, spina bifida, and to also those who need plastic surgical reconstruction, who have fallen into fires as infants or have cleft lips and palates. We have the ability through our hospitals to provide truly excellent care, and we strive to adopt a position of no compromise for the quality of care that we can do. This can be truly transformational for these children, and we do this hand in hand with our spiritual ministry team. Excellent Care is the most amazing platform to share the gospel, to share our faith, to tell people why we're doing what we're doing. When children often travel for days to come to a Cure hospital, they come in initially fearful, thinking, what is this place? Why is it so different? And then day by day, we see the light that goes on in these children's eyes. We see a situation where they regain the confidence they never had. We see the joy in the families' lives as well. And we have the huge privileges to see these children becoming the people that they were always meant to be. Now, I'd like to show you a few slides of some of the children who come into our hospitals with a range of conditions. The first one of this is a child who had a forearm injury when he was much younger, and he came to our hospital where his arm was crooked and bent at around 90 degrees and had difficulty using his arm. And you can see on this video here with him flexing his arm, he's almost got a second elbow, and it's relatively straightforward surgery for us for these to straighten out the limb and to restore function. The next child is a girl called Wubalam, who, like many of the children comes through, fell into a fire when she was an infant, and the burn contracture tightens up to a point that her foot was dragged outwards and she walks on the inside of her heel. You can see the gradual correction that was done using the frame. The frame's taken off, a skin graft is placed, and you can see her walking is entirely normal, and you can just see the light that has come on in her eyes and just the difference it will make for her. She will not be left behind by life, and she just knows that she has everything to go for. The next patient here is Hayat. She has a very severe skin condition, which meant that her family were unwilling to take her outside where she would see other children. She was so heavily stigmatized that the lack of sunlight meant that she developed very profound rickets. The bone softening was such she had difficulty walking, and through medical management and later on surgical correction of the hips, you can see that her gait is such that she can walk freely and without pain, and is really developing to being a confident girl that she was always meant to be. The next picture is of a boy who fell into the fire when he was an infant. The contracture there was so severe that he's unable to lift up his chin. He can't properly close his mouth or open his eyes or lift his arms out to the side. But through a series of surgeries, the contractures were released. He could look up for the first time in many years and lift up his arms. It's just truly transformative work. We have a remarkable hospital in Uganda that provides neurosurgical expertise for Uganda and many of the surrounding countries. This hospital over years has become a regional training centre for hydrocephalus, and indeed surgeons internationally from North America and Europe have come to train in this hospital where they do pioneering work to relieve the blockage of the brain. This child here is something different. They've got a condition called a frontal encephalocele, which is an outpouching of the brain. With their expertise, the remarkable outcome in order to remove this safely, and you can just see how beautiful the child is. For each one of the children that you see on these slides, they have a family who have been grieving as a result of the disability of their child, who has felt stigmatized. And for them to come to a hospital where they will come through the doors, they feel that this hospital is a different environment, they see the welcoming of the staff. They see a situation where the medical team are working hand in hand with the spiritual team. And it's a combined physical and spiritual ministry that is something that they will say, what is truly different about this place? Now, no organisation does what Cure does. We have hospitals in 8 countries whereby a combination of national staff and international expertise will work to take care of children throughout their childhood. We're not coming in for a week or so at a time. We're here with these children throughout their childhood. For the past 7 years, I've been working in Ethiopia, the Cure Hospital in Addis Ababa, where there's a population of 110 million people. We perform 3,000 or so operations a year in that hospital. But the waiting list grows year by year to a point of several thousand children even waiting to be seen in the outpatients. The need is huge. Now, 2 months ago, I moved to Zimbabwe with my family, where we're starting this new hospital, and it's the start of a hugely exciting new journey for us. It's the first hospital we've opened for many years. It's a beautiful country. We're understanding that there is a huge need here, and for us to be here to develop this service in the same way as we have for many of our other hospitals, we want to be embedded in the national healthcare of the countries where we serve. It's a huge privilege for us, and we're excited to be part of this journey, and we're starting to dream again about where we can build Cure hospitals in the future. We'd love you to be a part of that. I would like to finish by giving sincere thanks for your generosity that enables all of these children to be cared for. It's a huge joy for all of us to see the light that goes on in these children's lives, to see how families are changed and how communities are transformed, to be part of them truly understanding what it means to develop a faith in Jesus, to understand the gospel, and just to see that transformation that goes way, way deeper than anything physical. We are here because of your generosity. These children are being treated because of your generosity, and it would be impossible without you. So on behalf of Cure, thank you for the privilege that we have through you to take care of these children and the blessing that you are giving to these children as well.